What up, everybody? We are back for our fourth mock draft of the offseason. We're kind of in the in-between period. The combine is behind us. Pro days are happening now. Boards are being built. So we are going to go through. We're not going to focus on offensive linemen, defensive linemen. We're just going to let the board come to us. By the time the Bears' number 10 pick came up, guys like Armand Membou off the board, Will Campbell off the board, Ashton Jeanty off the board, Mason Graham off the board. But still a lot of decent players. So all those blue chip guys, gone. Still a lot of decent players. So the Bears are trading back. They find a trade partner in the Miami Dolphins, who are there at 13. They move up to 10 to select Tyler Warren, a new tight end. And in return, the Bears get 13 and they get pick number 98. So they add another top 100 pick and they've only moved back a few spots. Now, 11 and 12, it was Mike Green and Donovan Eziraku. So a couple more defensive ends off the board, but the Bears still get a dynamite player at 13, and that player is Ohio State Buckeye left tackle Josh Simmons. That's right. Now this guy has a big medical asterisk. He had a torn patellar tendon in his knee, which is a serious injury, but according to Ian Rappaport, medicals looked good at the combine, and his pro day at Ohio State is coming up next week. And Josh Simmons was confident at the time that he'd be able to put on a show at that pro day. If he can prove that he is medically healthy, can be a great athlete, he could be the steal of the draft. Because before his injury, he was playing like the best tackle in the nation. Get this, in 5.5 games, only gave up one pressure. That was it. He was penalized once. In run game, he was moving down the field, getting up to the second level, and again, he is a left tackle. Some of these guys got questions. Armand Membou plays right tackle. Will Campbell, you've heard a lot about the short arms. Is he actually a guard? Same with some of the other offensive tackle prospects. There are no questions like that with Josh Simmons. The question is the health. And if he can prove that he's healthy, and if he's there, the Bears might get a guy who can really compete with Braxton Jones for starting left tackle reps right away. Moving right along to number 39. This is the second round now. The Bears are selecting defensive end from Arkansas, Landon Jackson. Now this is a very big guy who is also extremely athletic. 6'7". When he was with the Razorbacks, he weighed at 280 pounds. Combine, he came in a little lighter, 264 pounds. So we'll see where he ends up weighing in the NFL. Dennis Allen likes him a little bit bigger. That's kind of his prototype guy. Dayo Odeyingbo, big guy. Cameron Jordan, big guy. He's another big guy. He's also extremely explosive and a great athlete. Put together a wonderful performance at the combine. He has elite RAS, and he also has production to match. He's not just a flashy traits dude. 6.5 sacks each of the last 2 years at Arkansas in back-to-back seasons. So really solid. So that's who the Bears are taking at number 39. 2 picks later, the Bears are back on the board, number 41. What's better than one big athletic defensive end? How about 2 big athletic defensive ends? We have the Bears selecting 𝗵𝗂 out of Ohio State. So we're adding more Buckeyes, more national champions. If you want to become champion, add some champions. He's another big dude, 6'4", 265 pounds, so similar to Landon Jackson. Experts love his play strength. And he's really good against the run as well. That's really, really important. He also had big moments in big games. It was one of the best performers throughout the entire CFP. Check this out, 6.5 sacks and 11 TFL throughout the entire CFP as the Buckeyes march their way to a national championship. Now we are entering the third round, the number 72 overall pick in the draft. And we're going with a guy with an NFL pedigree, Mason Taylor, the tight end from Louisiana State University, LSU. He is the son of Jason Taylor. So he's got that pedigree. He knows what it takes to succeed and to win at the NFL level because of his dad. He's also very young. He just turns 21 this year. And despite being a young guy, he has all sorts of records at LSU at tight end. His career there, he had 129 catches, 1,308 yards. Both of those are all-time tight end records at LSU. Now, he's more of a move guy than an inline guy. Right now, he's still young, but that's okay. Yes, the Bears signed 𝗬𝗀, and he will work as, the number 2 guy for all intents and purposes behind Cole Kmet, but 𝗬𝗀, probably more of a bridge player. This gives Mason Taylor time to develop, and he doesn't need to be the inline blocker because Cole Kmet is solid at that. Cole Kmet's got that down. So now you got your tight end 1 of the future, Cole Kmet. You got your tight end 2 of the future in Mason Taylor. And finally, we got that number 98 pick that the Bears acquired on day 1 from the Miami Dolphins when they traded back. And with the number 98 pick in the draft, we are taking 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶𝗹, defensive lineman from Virginia Tech, another very disruptive player who had a great Senior Bowl showing, and we know that Ryan Poles loves good Senior Bowl guys, especially with his day 2 and day 3 picks. So like I said, explosive, 37 pressures last year. That was 6th most among interior defensive linemen, and a 17.8% pass rush win rate. That was 3rd among interior defensive linemen with at least 100 pass rush snaps. So guy's a disruptor in the backfield, and for his disruption, he earned 2024 first team All-ACC honors. So now we have 2 new defensive ends. We have a new interior lineman because we know the Bears want to come at you in waves. It's not enough to just have 1 defensive line. That's what the Philadelphia Eagles proved in the Super Bowl. You got to have 2 waves. So now we got waves of defensive ends. We got waves of defensive linemen. The Bears have helped both of their trenches. They've added a tight end. All sorts of good stuff for the Bears in the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft. Now we have 3 more mock drafts. If you want to watch them all, you can check them out right here. You can go to our CHSN app, all of our socials, and check out our offensive line version, our defensive line version, our post-Senior Bowl version, all sorts of players to learn about with these mock drafts.